Hello folks, we are back with the next video, and in the previous video we had started with our approximations, the new uh, uh, application of approximation. Approximation is pretty simple actually. There is that tailor-made format in which we just try to fit in things and then we try to get our work done. So first we define the function y, then we fix what is x plus delta x, y plus delta y, then we try to get the x. X is a certain value which is very close to our given value, whose y value we know. That's how we will try to take the x. The x value has to be very close to our x plus delta x value. At the same time, corresponding to the x, the y value should be a known value. So that's how we decide x and y. And then steps are just very stereotype for every problem. It's the same way of writing. So let's get started with this third subpart, where they tell us that you have to find root of 0.6. So as we have done before, first we will define y. Because it's a root function, y is root of x. So just with that we will find out what is dy by dx, which we all know is 1 by 2 root x. Here itself we will try to decide x plus delta x and so on. X plus delta x, we know it's 0.6, and y plus delta y is root of 0.6. That comes from the question itself. Now it is for us to decide the x and then find out the corresponding y. X should be, as I told you, a value whose y value we'll be able to calculate, and it should be near this 0.6. So 0.6 for us is like 0.60. So a root of a value which is very close to 0.60, whose root value we know is 0.64. So if you could write this as 0.64, then root of 0.64 we all know is 0.8. So that's how we choose our x value, x value. It should be such a value which you can calculate, whose standard value you know. So, and it should be close to the given value also, that way. So that, having done that, our next step is to get the delta x. Delta x we all know is x plus delta x minus x. So that way it is 0.6 minus 0.64. That is minus 0.04. At this step we will also find out dy by dx for this value of x. So that is 1 by 2 root of 0.64. Root of 0.64 we all know is 0.8. So 0.8 into 2 is 1.6. So dy by dx at x is this. Now this, once we are done with that, we are almost through. We know that delta y by default is y plus delta y minus y. That we all know. Now these values we know, but this can be approximated to dy by dx into delta x. Now because it's an approximation, so dy by dx is very close to delta y by delta x. Using that, we can use this idea. And now because we know all the values, we can make the substitution. Dy by dx we have learned it is 1 by 1.6. Delta x we have learned is minus 0.04. Y plus delta y, you have learned that it is root of 0.6, which you have to find. And the y for us is 0.8. That's it. So in order to get root of 0.6, let's take this on the other side. 0.8 minus 0.04 by 1.6. Now it's your own way of solving it. Either you get the fractional value over here subtracted from 0.8, or whatever is your way of solving. Let's start this part by removing the decimal. Now here there are two decimal places, one decimal place. So this can be simplified as 0.8 minus 4 by 160. Why? Because we have multiplied by 100 both in the numerator and the denominator. So when we multiplied by 100 in the numerator and denominator, this became 4, but this became 160. Now this can be further simplified, 1 by 40. So 0.8 minus 1 by 40. Either that we get this as a decimal or we equalize and do it. I think we can get this as a decimal. So let's have 1 divided by 40. Doesn't divide. 0.10. Again doesn't divide. So you are allowed to put a 0, 100. 42s are 80. 42s are 80. 20 remainder and 2 you are allowed to put because of the decimal. So that makes it 5. So it is 0.8 minus 0.025. So let's have the subtraction. 7 0.775 is the approximate value of 0.6, root of 0.6. That is what the question is all about, that you find out what is the approximate value of a certain given quantity. That's about it. So I think we can also take up the fourth subpart. In the fourth subpart, they give us 0.009 and the third root of it. All this time we were doing square root, but now they are giving us the third root. Yeah, so third root of it. Anyhow, we will decide all that first. We'll do our normal steps, that what is y? Let y be x raised to 1 by 3 because the function is that way. So then automatically what is your dy by dx? So our dy by dx is 1 by 3 x raised to n minus 1. So 1 by 3 minus 1, which is 1 by 3 x raised to minus 2 by 3. That's dy by dx. Then we talk about x plus delta x and all. We don't have to think at all. It is 0.009, and y plus delta y also we don't have to think at all. It is 0.009 raised to 1 by 3. Then x we have to think, which is a standard value that is close to 0.009, whose third root we know. It can be 0.008 because the third root of 0.008 is 0.2. So that can be your standard value. So x can become 0.008. So what can be y? Y is the third root of 0.008, which is 0.2. Obviously, you require what is delta x. X plus delta x minus x is your delta x. So that is 0.009 minus 0.008. So that is minus 0.008, which is 0.001. At this step, we also find out what is dy by dx at the standard value of x. So what is it? It is 1 by 3. X is 0.008 raised to minus 2 by 3. That's okay. 1 by 3 into third root of, maybe we look at it like this, third root raised to minus 2. Third root of 0.008 is 0.2. We have seen it here. So we can have that here. 1 by 3 into 0.2 raised to minus 2. Raised to minus 2 means it is 0.2 raised to 2 here. Now in the denominator. So what will come? 0.2 into 0.2. 0.04. So what will come? 4 3s are 12. 1 by 0.12. This is only dy by dx. So we have to come back with our logic of delta y and all that. That we can proceed. I think we'll require this part. So might as well clean this whole thing. Yeah. Say, what do we want? Yeah. Now, your delta y is y plus delta y minus y. And this is dy by dx into delta x. So, we can make the substitution. dy by dx, we just found now that it is 1 by 0.12. And delta x, we had got it as 0.001. Y plus delta y is of course our question. 0.009 raised to 1 by 3 and this was 0.2. So in order to get the answer, 0.009 raised to 1 by 3, we'll first take the 0.2 on the other side. And here you have 0.001 by 0.12. That's quite good. We know that we can multiply by 1000 so that you can have the decimals removed. 0.2 plus 1 by multiplied by 1000 means it will be 120. So 1 divided by 120. So let's see how it will come. 1 divided by 120, 0. Not able to divide. One more 0, 100. Again not able to divide. Another 0, 1000. 120 how many times 1000? 12 probably 8 times is 96. So 8s are 960. You're left with 0. 10 becomes 9, 4, 40. So you're allowed to get a 0 because of the decimal, and then 3 times 360. Actually 2 places is enough. It will go like that. So it is 0 0.2 plus 0 0.083. Yeah. So how much is it coming to? Of course, it keeps on going. That's it. So 0 0.009 raised to 1 by 3 is 0 0.2083. Now, of course, 2 or 3 decimal as the question is. That's about it. Now to get the approximate value of the given value, we just search. Actually, the entire thing is on the correct search of x. If your x is correct, there's nothing at all. Otherwise, sometimes you can land up into trouble. So that's about it. With more problems, let's meet in the next video. Thank you.